Right, second attempt. I think I might have, who knows, maybe I got a little bit over the target then. I'm going to try again. So, there are two types of Trump. I feel like I'm repeating myself now. That's 5 minutes of content gone. Trump derangement syndrome, right? So the first one are some of them, you know, beautiful women with beautiful long hair, shaved it all off in a pointless protest. Pointless, absolutely pointless. The only people that would pay any attention to the fact that they've shaved their hair, you know, the cackling Kamala and Biden supporters, that's the first type of Trump derangement syndrome. And the only people that would have affected was the people around those people that cared about those people, who would have concerned them. It would have made no difference to anyone else. Trump wouldn't give a fuck. Kamala wouldn't have give a fuck. No one would give a fuck. You know, it's a form of self-harm. And then you've got the other Trump derangement syndrome. Look up derangement, and that's the MAGAs. Now, vast swathes of America are being crisscrossed by planes polluting the air with heavy metals, crazy mad shit, killing off people left, right and centre. Geoengineering is a massive issue. Now, if Trump was surrounded by quality advisors, then, and as a leader of the so-called free world, he would have said, right, what are the top 10 main issues that we need to deal with right now? Any sensible advisor would say, right, they've been spraying the skies. They've been spraying the skies with heavy metals, and it's killing off plant life, it's killing off insects, it's killing off people, it's polluting the water supply, it's doing this, it's doing that. The list is endless. The amount of damage that geoengineering is doing to this world. Yet no executive order has been signed to stop that. None. Now I'm part of a group, and a few groups, and I don't want to fall out with anyone, but there are MAGA maniacs, that's what I call them, on there, that think that Trump is the saviour of the free world. Now, I don't want to fall out with anyone on there, but I do need to bring balance to it. I do. But I just try and choose my words carefully so that I don't offend anyone too much, so that I get kicked out of the group, because I believe I've got a lot to contribute. Just another angle, you know. Balance is important. It's so important. So I threw that one in there, and I do believe it's got a few people thinking, but certain people are just so hell-bent on believing that Trump is the saviour of the free world, and he's not. He's not. At least from what I've seen so far, I've not seen anything. Not one single indicator really of him getting his priorities in order. Now, if he was a fresh president, new to the job, massive undertaking, I'd understand his oversight. But this is his second time around, and I've already said to you guys Let me turn the flash off on this, right, just to save some battery. This is his second time around, so he should have learned from the last time, you know. Mike Pence, who's got a bachelor's degree in backstabbing and still has, you know, but he's earning off the back of that. They all do. When they slip out of politics, they slip into something else and they make mega bucks. Mega. So there's him, then there is a certain general, and then there is a certain general's boss, you know who I'm talking about, who has just been sacked. So there are loads and loads and loads of symbolic moves to make him look good, when in actual fact it's nothing. It's nothing. It's basically a case of like the price of milk analogy that I gave. You know, it's a great analogy because it's not returned to normal. It's not better than it was. It's almost close to what it was, you know. And because so many people out there, so many fucking retards out there are seeing that as a massive improvement, when in actual fact it's just a step closer to almost what it was, you know. But they're not seeing that. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Now, yeah, that's enough about Trump. And do you know what? I feel like I've got my point across as far as Trump's concerned. You know, I would love to be wrong. I really would. I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I would love to be wrong about Trump. Because we need everything to turn around. We need change. And so many people have pinned their hopes on that man when they should be pinning their hopes on themselves and working together. You know, I'll do another Friday night live stream, and we'll get some more stuff on the table and hash it out. Hold on a minute. This is potential slip territory. Anything potentially bad starts with either man or Terry. Terry Toma, territory, menopause. I think I've done all that on a live stream, so I won't put you through that again. So Starmer the Harmer, so bringing it back home again, is trying to up his game. Remember, does anyone remember this? You know, to any of our new members to our little tribe, look back, go back through my old videos, have a look. So when I was talking about Hamza Useless and his the Scottish minister of the SNP, one of the most racist men on the planet. But it's okay. If your skin's brown, you can be racist. If your skin's black, you can be racist. It's absolutely fine. No problem. If you're white, watch what you fucking say. Well, fuck that. You know? So anyway, this twat of a fucking leader of Scotland that's now gone because he became so hated. And as I've said before, as soon as people get so hated, they have to get them out of the way and then replace them with someone else that's going to be just as hated further down the line, like they've done with Trudeau. So they did the same with Hamza Useless. And so he brought in the hate laws, the non-criminal hate violations, or whatever it's called. And I was saying to you that don't worry about it, everyone's going to have one. The only people that aren't going to have one are weak, pathetic people. Weak, pathetic people who don't want to speak out. Weak, pathetic people that are weights around your ankles, dragging you down into the ocean so you drown. You know, these people are just as bad as our enemy, you know, because they're pathetic, they're weak. So we have to be the voice, we have to keep speaking out. We have to, you know. Have a look in the community section of the channel. There's some you know, there's some good stuff in there. There really is. You know, I do post in there. I try and post in there daily if I can. I really do. Sometimes 2-3 times in a day. But I don't want to overload that section of the channel in case you miss the first one and the second one and you see the third one. So go over and have a look, just scroll down. You know, I'm not asking you to like any of them or comment or share, nothing like that. Just have a look. Just have a look. So anyway, I did say that everyone's going to have one of these marks against their name. So they go for a job interview. And again, I feel like I'm repeating myself because this is already in a previous video, but I'm gonna do it one more time, and that's it. Okay. So you go for a job, you sit down, and you say, right, look, I need to be upfront with you because I really want the job. I've got 7 of these kind of so-called non-criminal hate speech marks against my name. And the employer turns around in interview and says, don't worry, Terry. Everyone else that we've interviewed so far has got 30, 35, 40. Everyone's going to have one. So don't worry about it. Don't let that prevent you from speaking your mind. You are free. You are free. Just remember that. You're free. You're free. Unless you don't want to be. You know, and who doesn't want to be free? Who doesn't want to be free? But like I've said in previous videos too, there are weak people and there are strong people. There is no middle ground. No middle ground. You're either one or the other. It's slavery or bravery. I'll see you on Friday. Much love. And ciao for now.